Welcome everybody to Tomson TV. Today we're gonna take a look at this half-scale Schuberth Max Verstappen 2022 helmet replica. Hopefully it's kind of the ultimate desk toy. Just gonna do this in real time here. This is the package it comes. I ordered it off of Verstappen.com and it comes from Swalmen, Netherlands. Took just under a week to get here, so very smooth sailing across the Atlantic and through customs all the way to my door here in Colorado. So doing this in real time. I've always loved the Schuberth F1 helmets. I'm definitely a Max fan, but I'd have to say I'm more of a Fernando Alonso fan than Max. But I do like Max, but more than anything I like Schuberth helmets, always have. Kind of ever since Michael Schumacher, and to a lesser extent his brother Ralph, kind of made Schuberth known to the Formula One world. And then of course Schuberth was kind of the official helmet for Ferrari for a long time before they switched to Bell. So all my favorite drivers from Schumacher to Kimi Räikkönen to Alonso, kind of all at their stints in Ferrari, have had Schuberth. I've always loved kind of the way the chin kind of goes down real sharp here, the shape of the visor, and of course that notorious little buckle on the front of the visor there that they introduced after Ralf Schumacher had his crash in the bank corner in Indianapolis, which caused his visor to go up. So it's always been kind of a very utilitarian design, but it still somehow it looks super cool, I think, when it's up like that and it kind of comes down in their face. I don't know, it just looks cool to me. So this is a cool little poster that it comes with. I wasn't expecting that. And then there's like a little book with the official shop, Verstappen.com Max there with his Zandvoort helmet, looks like. And then here we go. I guess I kind of opened it upside down, but we have just a little bubble packing in there, and then we got the lion with his logo, #1 limited edition Oracle Red Bull Racing, kind of a cool gold box with some reflective kind of glittery highlights. Pretty cool. Verstappen.com. And then, like I said, Schuberth. I've always wanted a Schuberth product. Unfortunately, this is a half scale. I've always wanted a real helmet, but they're like $7 grand plus, more like probably 10 grand if you get the Formula One model. Schuberth doesn't make the best looking motorcycle helmets, but I think they're the best Formula One helmets. I would rank them as the best, probably followed by Arai, closely followed by Bell, and then that's probably closely followed by Stylo. All of them look cool, but that's just my opinion on the order of coolness to them, I guess. And then it looks like we have this little 3 tear-offs and a 3D sticker, I guess. So it's pretty cool that it comes with tear-offs. I don't know if you actually can stick them on the helmet, but got a nice legitimate looking Schuberth helmet bag. If you actually got the Formula One helmet, I don't know if that's kind of what you would get as well. Got the Max Verstappen lion on the side there, Schuberth branding. And then we got, it looks like this is the chin bar that Max will use, I think, kind of for aerodynamics. This clear go down there, so I think that's what that is, stick on. So let's get into this thing. Okay, there we go. I didn't fully undo the knot there, but I think we can get the helmet out. So moment of truth. And it looks like it also has some plastic wrapping on there. I come out through the bottom, I guess. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's got that classic Schuberth look that they've pretty much had since the Schumacher days, with just the way the shape of the shield and kind of comes out here. I love the way it goes down. Like I said, there's that utilitarian buckle up front on the visor, but I think it looks super cool. Got the air vents up there, got kind of the optional aerodynamic wing on the back that Max and Checo Perez run for Red Bull. And got the Haas, got the hands device clip there that the hands device attaches to. Got the white interior. Then I guess you just, I've never actually known how this works. I don't want to break it here. So I guess you do just kind of pull out and then lift it up. I don't know if that's exactly how it works on the real helmets. I'm sure there's some differences. Obviously this is a half scale, which it seems smaller than half scale, honestly, but it's still kind of the ultimate desk toy if you're a Formula One fan and Max fan. There's a little freshness pack in there, and then looks like you got a legitimate little helmet buckle in there. So obviously I think they try to keep it pretty accurate, and Max is no longer have any eyewear branding or any Schuberth branding on the pads in here, so he just kind of wears it white, and when you got your face in there it kind of squeezes the pads out, I'm sure. But how accurate are the pads compared to the real helmet? I imagine they're not totally accurate inside, at least, but it's a very, very cool helmet. Do a little spin around. This is with the visor kind of all the way up. And then you kind of put it in a down position. Seems like a lot of the drivers kind of will only open it that far, and it always kind of looks cool. And then go ahead and buckle it there. It's actually quite hard to get it closed there, but there we go. It's in the closed position. Got the gold lion with his MV logo up there, Red Bull, Mobil 1 Oracle branding for the sun visor sticker, Tag Heuer watch branding, and the Jumbo.com, I think of the Jumbo Visma Tour de France team, CarNext, Puma, classic Max Verstappen stripes going up the front there. Red Bull, CarNext is #1. Schuberth on the back with Verstappen.com, and then his championship star, which he has 2 of those now. So this already is kind of outdated, but I've been watching it real close this year. I thought this would be a good way to kind of commemorate being a fan of Max, watching him get the championship last year and then defend it very nicely this year. One last look at the interior. I have pretty big hands. I'm 6'3" guy with you always wear kind of the biggest glove size. So this is definitely a little bigger than like a softball, obviously way bigger than a baseball, but like a full-on softball is kind of the most comparable thing I could think of. And it's gonna look cool to watch F1 and have this kind of underneath my screens that I watch F1 TV on. So it's very cool. Finally have a Schuberth helmet, I can say. Obviously It's more of a desk toy than anything, little tchotchke. But I'll be looking at it and fidgeting with it plenty, I'm sure. So if you guys are looking at getting one of these, I would say it's kind of worth it if you're into helmets and Max fan, or I think they kind of do them for all the Schuberth drivers, and I believe Schuberth actually does make these, and then it's sold through Verstappen.com or the various drivers' websites. But I think you may be able to get them through Schuberth's own website as well. And I think Bell does them and everything too, so I might have to look into getting the Bell one for Fernando Alonso, since he's kind of my favorite at some point here. But like I said, Schuberth has always been my favorite helmet shape, just aesthetically. So glad to finally have a Schuberth product. And thanks for watching. Hope this gave you a kind of decent look at what this is all about. Oh, and one quick thing to mention is I was wondering about the tear-offs, and I think these are the tear-off posts on the visor here, so we'll be able to put those on. I'll check those out real quick. So here's the tear-off packet. Got some instructees. And here are the tear-offs themselves. Gotta be careful here because they're kind of coming undone. So yeah, you get 3 tear-offs. Put that on one post there and stretch it across. I don't know if they're, I'm sure in real life they're probably kind of matters what side you put it on against the helmet. Maybe not, but it's kind of a stretch here. In fact, I think I kind of broke it there, but that's kind of cool. And then you kind of bend out the tear off handles that Max would grab while he's driving to tear off the visor itself. And that kind of adds a little extra element of realism that's pretty cool. Oh, that's another thing it comes with. It looks like we have little air vents that you might be able to put in place of these, I guess. Not totally sure how that works, but I imagine that's what that is. And then we got the clear arrow chin thingy. Okay, and there's one final look with the arrow see-through plastic chin device on there, and then also one of the 3 provided tear-offs. So kind of the finishing touches on the thing. I think it makes it look a little better, especially with that. Looks a little more like Max. So I think that'll do it for this little overview of the Max Verstappen 2022 half-scale Schuberth helmet. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out, and I recommend it if you're interested. We'll see you guys later.